Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. Good morning. Good morning,
How
all
are
of
you,
you.
ma'am?
I'm good, beta. I'm good.
Happy New Year.
Very happy new year. Very happy. Hope all of you are keeping well. Okay, now this is lesson 10. We had finished the sexual reproduction, remember? Lesson number 9. Do you remember that, beta? That was in semester 1. Lesson number 9, that is sexual reproduction. Now this is related to the sexual reproduction. I hope you have understood it very well. Lesson number 9. Girls, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What I said is lesson number 9 was regarding the sexual reproduction, right? The male and female sexual reproductive organs we had studied, everything in detail. Now, lesson 10 is regarding the status or the state when the body is changing because you all are in adolescent period. That means you are reaching to be called adult. The period between 10 and 18, that what you are in, you are called as adolescent. What are you called as, beta? Adolescent. And the period is known as adolescence. This adolescence period has got another name, and that is called as puberty. What it is called, beta? Puberty. Okay? This is what I'm going to describe it more. See. So the age that you are in, you all are called as adolescents. You are in adolescence period or in puberty, and you are becoming, or we are moving towards becoming an adult. When you attain the age of 18, you will be called an adult. Are you understanding now? Do you
Yes,
understand,
ma'am.
Vika? Okay, fine. So please, one of you again take the charge of reading it out, and then if you think you can explain it, you are welcome, Beta. And if you can't, then I'm always there to explain it to you.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine, start.
Uh, Adolescent and
Adolescence,
puberty. Ma'am, what is this?
puberty. Say it again.
Puberty.
Yes, adolescence
Puberty.
and puberty.
Adolescence and puberty.
Yes.
Adolescence, the period of life between 11 years and 19 years when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity, is called adolescence. Between the ages of 11 years and 19 years, children are called adolescents. During this period, adolescents are called teenagers.
Yes. Okay. Now, have you understood whatever you said just now? Did you understand that?
Yes.
Yes, fine. All of you understood better? Class, did you understand whatever she read it out? Hello? Girls, did you understand or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, all of you are, I think, around 12 years old, 12, 13 years
Yes.
old. Yes, all of you. So, all of you are in which period now, beta? Read it out. You are in which period now?
Adolescents.
Adolescence
Adolescent.
period. Exactly. So, you are called adolescent. What are you called, beta? Adolescent.
Teenage.
What is the
Adolescent.
other name? What is the other name? Teenagers. So you all are teenagers. You all are adolescent. Why? Because you are in adolescence period. That means the body is changing towards attaining the maturity. Which maturity? Reproductive maturity. This is what is called as adolescence. Any problem? Any problem, beta?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And the first change in the body of a female, of a girl, is the menstrual or the menstruation. Okay? That's called as period. So when the body undergoes menstruation, that means the body is attaining the sexual maturity or the reproductive maturity. Have you understood better?
Yes.
Yes.
Until and unless the girl does not get the menstruation, the girl remains girl. Now you are changing from a girl to be a lady. Do you understand now? That is the difference.
Yes.
Till 10 years old, a child remains a child. Now you are no more a child. You are moving towards becoming a lady. You understand better? That is difference. Now we will see what is puberty. Yes, start better. Yes, but I'm waiting. Girls, please read.
Puberty. During adolescence, the body undergoes several changes and becomes capable of reproduction. These changes are the beginning of puberty.
Did you understand this as well? Or do you want me to explain? So now your body is undergoing various changes, different changes, internally as well as externally. Yes, beta? Sometimes even you become confused, isn't it? You become confused. What is happening? So it's a hormonal changes inside the body and the physical changes outside the body. Why it is changing? Because to make you capable of reproduction later. Now the changes that is happening in your body, that means the onset of puberty. The puberty has started. Again, the same beta. Adolescent, puberty, becoming adult, it's all one and the same. Words are a bit different, but it's one and the same. So puberty is the change that you are observing on your body. I told you this primary sexual character is what? That we are girls and those people are boys. That is the primary sexual differences. And the secondary sexual characters are what? That means your body is changing. Your body is growing. That is the secondary sexual change. That we are going to work in detail later. Let's see what we find the changes during puberty. Yes, better. Please read.
Changes during puberty. The
Yeah.
important changes taking place during puberty are increase in height,
Do you
change
agree? I will
in.
stop better just a moment. I will be stopping you in between because
Okay,
one by
ma'am.
one we can ask you like you agree with me or not. And if not, then tell me. If yes, then how? So I may be asking you questions. So please try to give me answer. Now, do you agree that we have increase in height during this period? Do you agree with it?
Yes.
Suddenly, our
Yes.
height increases. Mainly
Yes.
in boys, you can observe in your brothers. Yes, at this age, suddenly they shoot up. Have you observed that? Their hands and legs become very long. Suddenly,
Yes.
it happens just within a year. They shoot. Okay. Next, which is the second one, beta?
Change in body shape.
You agree again? Our body changes during this period. Yes, beta?
Yes.
Okay. Then,
Voice change.
especially in boys, we can see the difference regarding the voice.
Yes.
It becomes very heavy. Yes or no? Yes?
Yes.
That baby
Yes.
sound is the baby sound goes when the child is young. The way the voice comes out is different, and later suddenly the voice changes. Okay. Then next,
Increase activity of sweat and sebaceous
beta,
glands.
it is not sweet, it's sweat. Say it again,
Sweat.
sweat. What is sweat? The
Uh,
perspiration. Whenever you
yes.
work a lot, whenever you're standing under the sun, you sweat out. So the sweat gland, which is under the skin, and the sebaceous gland. Now, what is called sebaceous gland? Can anyone tell me? I've taught you all these things. Can anyone tell me regarding the sebaceous glands, Vita? Okay. When you touch your face, do you get that oily texture? That oily feel? Do you get any time the oily feel on your face? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is due to sebaceous glands. So sebaceous glands are the oily glands. What is the other name of sebaceous gland? Oil. So it removes the oil from the glands that comes out on the surface, and you feel that oily feel on the what you call this. And then if your skin is oily, then you get lots of acne and pimples. That also is related with it. We'll talk about it later. Okay, which is the next topic, Vita?
Development of sex organs.
That we have already read it in the earlier chapter. Yes. And the last one is
Reaching mental, inte-
intellectual.
intellectual, and emotional maturity.
You understood now? So we become strong mentally, intellectually is thought wise, mentally is willpower, and intellectually is thought wise. You think in a different manner. And emotional, emotional is I think you know that. You may get hurt, you may get happy, you may get angered. All these are emotional maturity. So you know what to do now. Your MAPA, your parents, your teachers may not tell you, beta, you should do this. You are on your own now. You grow up all of a sudden. You know what to do. Yes? You think a
Yes.
lot. This is what happens now. Now we take up the topic one by one and explain it in detail. Okay? First was increase in height. Let's see what happens in boys and girls. Start.
By the age of 11, a boy reaches about 80% of his height and a girl reaches about 88% of her height. Initially, girls grow faster than boys by about 18 years of age. Both boys and girls reach their maximum height. Generally, the height is similar to the parents because it depends on the gen- genes
Genes.
genes inherited from the parents.
Okay. So by the age of 11, that means we are starting with the puberty. I think you know that. Till 10, you are called a child. You agree? Hello.
Yes.
All of us,
Yes.
right? The boys and girls both. Till 10, the girls and boys are called children. When 11 years start, when is the 11th birthday, the changes starts coming in our body. So 11, boy reaches 80% of his height, remember that. And girl, that means girls are growing faster than boys. You agree? Because that's 88% of her height. So rest 12% takes 9 years better. 9 years, the girls grow only by 12%. Can you imagine? And after 18 years, we don't grow. You should know that. So girls grow faster than boys. That's one thing. And when we reach 18 years, we grow to a maximum. And after that, growth is stopped. And this growth of the body in females as well as males, it is always dependent on parents. Sometimes it so happens that you can see average height parents have got tall children. It's once in a blue moon, you can say that. It happens so, because sometimes there's abnormality also. So in average height parents, they may have tall children. It so happens, but generally, that's why it's, the word is used over here. Generally, the height is like you will be around, if your parents are around 5'5" or 5'3", you will be around 5'3" to 5'5" or 5'6", not more than that. You understand? So our height depends upon our parents because the height is dependent on the genes. And where do we get genes, beta? I told you, on the chromosomes. We get genes on the chromosomes. So these are the genes. I have taught you everything in detail, remember that. And where do we get chromosomes? In the nucleus. Yes? In the nucleus we get the chromosomes during the cell division. I hope you have understood this much. So the
Yes.
characters, so this is the physical character that we can see as a height. It depends on the parents. So whatever we see, we have got the facial features of ma or papa, or the hair color, or the texture of the hair, or the eyes, or the nose, or the mouth, or the ears. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So all these features are all dependent on your parents. So we attain these characters from our parents. And what is transferring? The genes are giving these characters from parents to the babies. Understood better? Any problem
Yes.
regarding this topic, increase in height? Is it clear to
No,
all of you?
ma'am.
Is it clear to all of you? Okay, thank you. Stop me whenever you find that you're not able to understand or things are not clear. You can stop me right in between. Okay? Now, the second topic is change in body shape. Yes, start better. If anyone else wants to read it out, you can welcome better. Okay, let's not waste our time and make it fast.
Okay, ma'am.
So these are not
Change,
so important. That's what I'm saying. Let's say change
change
in body shape.
in body shape. During
Okay.
puberty, boys have broader shoulders and wider chests due to faster growth of muscles. In girls, the breast begins to develop and the region below the waist becomes wider.
Is there anything wrong, or you agreed with whatever is written over here? Is it true? Is it true or not?
Yes, it's true.
That's it. That's true.
Yes.
You are
Yay!
you are the living example, better. You all are into the same stage, so it's easy for me to make you understand. You understand? Okay. So this puberty, boys, put off a mic. Thank you. So during this puberty stage, boys generally become V-shaped. Please put off your mic, better. This disturbance. So boys generally become V-shaped. They attain broad shoulders. The chest becomes wider. Why? Because they become muscular. Earlier it would be baby flesh, soft, and suddenly they become muscular. Beta, please put off your mic. I've been asking you so many times. Thank you. Whereas in girls, the baby fat remains. So in comparison, the males, the boys, they become muscular. Girls don't become muscular. Instead, the breast begins to develop, and below the waist, the hip portion becomes wide. Now, if I ask you the question, why so? Why nature has given us this type of body? Can anyone explain? Can anyone give me an answer, beta? Why females' hips are wider? Can anyone give a try, beta? Very simple. Hello, can you hear me or not?
Yes,
You become
Yes.
absolutely silent. Why are you silent, beta? You have to give me answer. This science. This has to be interactive. If you go wrong, doesn't matter, but you should give answers. I want you to think. I don't want you to take me as I am. No. Reason it out. Ask me why it is right, why it is wrong. Okay? It's simple, better. Female's body is made in a such a manner, again, it's nature, that if the hips are broader, then only the baby will be delivered easily. Do you understand? For the delivery of a baby, the hips are becoming, they are broader in the females. Okay? Whereas you don't get in boys because it's not required. Next topic is voice change. Please read.
During puberty in boys, the voice box larynx,
Larynx. So what is the other name of voice box, beta?
larynx
Larynx. Okay.
becomes larger and is seen as a swelling in the throat called Adam's apple,
Apple. Yes.
and their voice becomes deep and hoarse. In
Very good.
girls, the voice box is smaller and their voice is high pitched. Later, their voice becomes normal.
Okay. Now what is the difference between the boys and girls larynx? The voice box. What you got is a voice box. The other name of voice box is larynx. Just touch your throat, all of you. Girls, touch your throat and speak. Can you see, feel the vibration? Girls, can you
Yes,
feel the vibration? Yes? But it is straight. It is very normal. It is not coming out. Is it jutting out of the throat? Is it pointed? Or is it normal? Now you observe in your on your papa's throat or your brother's throat or your uncle's throat. You can see it's pointed, it's coming out. It's jutting out from the throat. Have you observed that?
yes.
You have observed that? That is Adam's apple. What it is called as beta?
Adam's
Adam's
apple.
apple. And their voice is very deep and rough. Whereas females' voice are very sharp, very shrill. There's a difference. Okay? They can scream. Girls can scream. Boys don't do that. The girls can scream because they've got a high pitched note. Later, the girl's voice they become normal. Okay? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, the next is increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. Read.
During puberty, the secretions of the sweat
Secretions.
and
It's not
sebaceous
secretions. Hello, bitter. There's no
yes,
creation. Is that
secretion,
CREA? No, it is CRET. So it is secretions. What it is?
secretions,
Of
secretions of the sweat and sebaceous glands. All glands increases and many teens get an
acne.
acne and pimples on their face.
This also you can see around you. Yes? Even you
Yes,
must be getting it. Yes or no? All of you are
yes,
getting it. The acne and pimples. Yes or no, beta? In boys also you get. Okay, leave aside girls. Even boys are getting the pimples. Yes or no? Why? Because the sebaceous glands and the sweat glands are very active under the skin. So they take. What is actually this pimple? This is bacterial inflation. These are bacterial infection with pimples, sir. Okay? Fine. Now next is development of sex organs. Yes, read better.
during puberty in boys, the tests and penis
Testes,
develops
carefully, it's
completely.
testes. It's not
Testes
test. Ah,
and
and
penis develops completely and produces sperms. In girls, the ovaries develop completely and produces eggs.
okay. So the stage that you are in, the same way 8 standard boys, 9 standard boys, 10, 11, 12, all are in puberty stage, right? So boys, the testes and penis are completely developed. They're matured and they start producing sperms. Whereas in girls, what is this menstruation, beta? What is this period? The eggs is being released, is removed from the body. You understood now? So girls also, the ovaries are developing completely. They are developed completely because they are producing eggs. And these eggs are released and it comes out of the body in the form of menstruation flow, in the form of menstrual flow or period. You understood now? It is unwanted by the body. It is not required by the body, so it is thrown out of the body. It is removed from the body in the form of menstrual flow. Have you understood?
Yes.
All of you? All of you? Girls, 8th standard? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, more in detail, the change in body shape. See, do it again. I've taken another slide. There's something extra to it, and you have to let me know what extra you have learned in this. We have already done the change in body shape. I hope you remember. What extra you're getting in this slide, you have to let me know. So all of you be attentive. Yes, better start.
Change in body shape. Boys, the shoulders become broader and the chest becomes wider. The muscles of the body grow prominently.
So this is boys. Okay, this is boys is becoming a man. Okay, so
Yeah.
they become muscular. Now girls,
Girls, the region below the waist becomes wider. The muscles of the body do not grow prominently.
understood now? So the girls, like you people, you will have flesh. You will not have muscles because it doesn't grow much as compared to boys. So generally female's body, it has got flesh, not muscles. Remember that. Whereas in boys, the flesh gets transformed into muscles. That is difference. And the region below the waist becomes wider. This is the difference. So can you, anyone tell me what extra information did you get out of this? What is something extra information you got from this slide?
In boys, the muscles grow, and in girls, the muscles do not grow prominently.
What is the meaning of prominently? Very significantly.
Hmm.
It is shown in boys, but it is not visible in girls. It is growing, but not visible. Do you understand now? As compared to boys, it is not so significant. It's not so important. It's not so conspicuous. It's not highlighted. There may be muscles. Obviously, muscles have to be a part of a body, but not as compared to boys. There's no flesh in boys. It's all muscles. It's all muscular. They look muscular. Whereas the females, they look fleshy, not muscular. There's a difference. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Again, something more to it, voice change. That's the reason that I've kept on taking the same thing again and again, that you will understand in a better manner. Yes, read better.
Voice change. At puberty, the voice box or the larynx begins to grow. Boys Boys develop larger voice box. Boys have
Now,
a deep and hoarse
read
voice.
carefully. Read it again. It's written plural and you read it only singular, that is box. Read it again.
Boys develop larger boxes,
Voice
voice,
boxes.
voice boxes. Boys have a deep and hoarse voice. The larynx is visible clearly.
Okay. Have you understood this information? Girls,
Yes.
rest of you. Have you understood this? That boys have a very deep and rough voice. They've got big voice boxes, which is visible, which you can see. Yes? Let's see what happens with girls.
Girls, the larynx is hardly visible from the outside. Girls have a high pitched voice.
That means girls can scream, boys can't scream. Yes? They can scream. They've got a very sharp voice, girls. Boys don't have. They've got a hard, a rough voice. They have guttural voice, heavy voice. Whereas we have got very high pitched voice. Yes, now we'll describe what actually is Adam's apple.
Adam's apple, the growing voice box can be seen as a prod-
Protruding.
protruding, protruding part of the throat called Adam's apple.
What is the meaning of protruding, beta? Coming out. What is protruding? Coming out.
Coming out.
That's the meaning of protruding. So you're understanding new words, okay? Now look over here. Can you see over here?
Yes.
This is called as Adam's apple. So it is this much portion. One which is coming out. Okay? This portion. This is called as Adam's apple. Any problem? We don't have. Only males have. Only boys have. I hope now the things are quite clear to you. Hello. See,
Yes.
if we don't undergo puberty, our body will not change. The body has to change with time. Okay? You've got all stages. I told you, infant, a baby, a child, a toddler, then adult, then young, then we become old. Do you understand? So these are all stages of life. And we have to undergo all these stages of life. Now we come to the activity of sweat and sebaceous glands. Let's read.
The secretion of sweat glands and sebaceous glands, all glands increases. Many young people get acne and pimples on the face at this time because of the increased activity of these glands in the skin.
So I think it's the same thing. It's nothing new in it. We agree. So one thing now you will understand. If you write oil glands, doesn't matter. You can write either oil glands or sebaceous glands. Both are same, right? So we got two glands in the skin or under the skin. What are those two glands, beta? What are the glands present under the skin? Hello.
Sweat and sebaceous glands,
What is the other name of sebaceous glands?
all glands.
Very good. Right. So you understood. Something more of detail. These are not detailed account of what actually are the sweat and sebaceous glands. Okay, begin.
These glands release their secretions through ducts.
Ducts
Uh,
is a hollow cavity. Okay, it's a cavity.
okay.
Then
Endocrine glands.
mm,
These glands release hormones directly into the bloodstream, so they are also termed ductless glands.
what differences did you find in both the sweat and sebaceous glands? from ducts. Endocrine glands, ductless glands. These are the difference. So whenever we read certain slides, you have to understand what actually I'm getting out of it. What is some extra information which is available in this slide? Okay. Now why did I take this slide? To show you the difference. Duct is sort of a pouch. It's a cavity. From there the hormones are released. Endocrine glands, they are actually giving out hormones. And you know what the hormones are doing? It is changing a body from a child to a adolescent. You understand now? Why it is happening? It's all due to hormones. Now what happens? These hormones are directly released into the blood, and then blood takes to all part of the body. And when it is released straight to the blood, so obviously they are not in any sort of cavity. There's no cavity as such. Hence they are called as ductless glands. What are they called as beta? Ductless.
Duct.
So sweat and sebaceous glands are having ducts, whereas the endocrine system, we'll talk about this in detail later. These glands, they are the function of these glands are releasing hormones. Where actually they are releasing straight into the bloodstream. And this blood will go to all parts of the body and activate our body. Understood? Understood?
Yes.
So sweat and sebaceous glands are duct glands, and endocrine glands are ductless glands. What are they? Ductless glands. There are no ducts. The development of sex organs. Yes, wait.
Boys, the testes and penis develop completely. The testes also begin to produce sperms. Girls, the ovaries enlarge and eggs begin to mature. Also, ovaries start releasing mature eggs.
Same thing. Okay, so you understood. I've taught you that in boys they can produce sperms throughout their life. What did I teach you? Boys can produce sperms throughout their life, whereas in girls or a woman, it stops after a certain age. Again, it depends upon the heredity, upon the parents. It stops. What stops with the menstrual flow stops, or the menstruation stops, or the period stops after a certain age. That means she will not be able to conceive, or she will not be able to be pregnant, because she has got only this much of stage, this much of years to conceive. After some time, when the menstrual flow stops, she cannot become pregnant. Do you understand? So the life of girls or the life of women is contained. It's a fixed period. After that, she cannot. Understood now? Because
Yes.
menstrual flow stops. I think this I taught you in the earlier chapter. I think so. I remember. Now, reaching mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity. See, this is becoming a sort of why I'm taking so many slides again and again. It is a sort of revision to you in different way. Okay, starts reaching mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity.
During puberty, boys and girls' mental, in, intelli-
Intellectual,
intellectual and emotional development takes place. They become more independent, self-conscious, and their way of thinking changes.
okay. Now, don't you find there's a friction between you and your parents, you and your brother or sister? Do you find whatever your parents say you don't agree with them? Earlier you were agreeing, now you don't agree. Do you find a bit of friction? Because your way of thinking is different now. You do, but you don't agree. Am I right or wrong? Say something. Am I right
Yes.
or wrong? Come out better. There's nothing wrong. Even, see, even we underwent the same phase. Don't you think so? All of us
Yes.
undergo the same phase. All of us, all females will undergo the. Your parents also went under the same way. Your mother, your grandmother, everybody will undergo the same way. So it happens. So it is natural. So don't feel anything wrong. There's anything wrong. It's natural. Okay, because there's a hormonal change in the body. At times we are able to control, at times we are not able to control. So we revolt. But then we should understand why we are doing so. So you intellectually, thought-wise, mentally, emotionally, the development is taking place. But then we have to have a control over our body. Remember that. Next, look at this line now. Read it better. They become more independent. You don't want parents to do cut always. Yes or no? Hello.
Yes.
Yes. Talk your heart out, but I'm a teacher. I'm a mother also. I've got two children also, so I know how I'm handling them. So they think that they know everything. Even you think the same, that you know everything. Yes or no? And you don't want anyone to say anything to you. You are self-conscious. What others will say. If I do this, will it be okay? So you keep on thinking that way. And the way you were thinking otherwise when you were till 10 years old, now completely there's a change of thinking. Am I right? Am I right? Moreover, some
Yes.
people start drawing, some people will start writing poems, some people will get into writing their own thoughts or maintaining a diary. These things occur in this stage. This sort of activities occur in this stage. You give time to think about yourself. Okay? So you will find that yes, you are changed. You're not the same person as you were before. Yes, very. Secondary sexual characters. It's very important. I think you're complete
Secondly,
this. Beta, I
sec-
think it's the time is up. Just check your time, beta. It's 9:30. Is it?
yes.
So it needs time. Secondary sexual characters need more of explanation. So we will take it up next lecture. What do you say? You won't be able to finish it.
Yes.
Okay. I hope you have understood whatever we learned today. Do you
Yes,
find it
ma'am.
difficult? Do you find it difficult, beta?
No, ma'am.
Fine. So how do you promise me that what you will do today? What you will do today,
Revision.
beta? The uploaded video you will go through and you will revise without fail today itself. Do you promise me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So let's see, you are today, like don't put it for tomorrow. Today itself, it will hardly take 10 or 15 minutes and you can wind it up fast. Just go through the chapter again
Yes, ma'am.
and you will find it so easy, you won't even believe. Go through the chapter. It will take 5 or 10 minutes to wind up. Okay, beta? So be good to your parents. You are wonderful and have a good day, beta. Okay? Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, beta.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, beta.
Ma'am.
Bye, bye.
Bye, ma'am. Now which lecture? Hindi. Hindi.